Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages I get from Spirit for all of us who are all on this journey to love and to reunite with our divine vibrational matches in this lifetime. And today, I woke up this morning and there is definitely the energy of frustration that I felt this morning. I was like, it's another Monday, and that feeling of time and how time's passing by, and there is so it was like extreme frustration. And then I was like, what's going on? Why is this feeling so strong? And it was just so my guidance was just saying it's because this is it's like the lesson is that today's it's like time, like in a slow motion movie where everything sort of just goes ooh, and it goes like that. And that's what they were showing me, and I don't quite know why, to be honest. I still haven't quite got the reason why, but they're just saying that it's like we think humans, we think in such ways about time and time passing, and that's what causes the frustration about it. But if you let go of the time, which is very difficult to do because we still live in this sort of physical human environment, right? But yeah, so it's basically like, I don't know why, but they're showing me slow motion. Slow motion. So allow yourself to go into slow motion, I guess, and then it will allow yourself to go into slow motion, and then accept that that's okay. We don't have to, because it was about frustration about not being where we want to be. In the UK, we're kind of in lockdown still. And this morning I just felt that overwhelming, like, oh my God, it's another Monday. We've just gone through a week, and it doesn't, and that sense of, time, basically. And so that's what they were saying. They were like, don't worry about the time. And that's the other thing. Lots of people that always want to know, again, totally understandably, when am I going to come into, when's it going to happen for me and my twin? When? And, that's all that the kind of, that drives us. But we never know, because that's the magic, isn't it? That's the thing about completely letting go, and then things happen when you totally least expect them to happen. The other message for today is that grandmother energy is super strong today. I've got my grand's earrings in. It's her my gran, she died a couple of years ago, but it's her birthday today. So grandmother energy is super strong. The lessons that they want to give us, about just saying, it can be so frustrating, right? That's the energy for today, frustrating. And the message is it's okay, let go. Don't feel like you have to be on a timetable. Just, it's okay to go in slow motion. They keep showing me this slow motion, like in the Matrix, and they're just sort of floating. And so they're just showing me that. So they're just saying it's okay. Just let go of the frustration around it. It will be when it will come in when it comes in. As with all manifestation, as with all dreams, they come when you least expect them. So today I'm going to pull from Colette Baron Reid Spirit Animal again. And the message of the spirit animal, let's see, I've just been shuffling. And the spirit animal that wants to be with us today is the lizards. Okay. This is the first wild thing that's happened already this morning. So I do I do an exercise class in the morning, and what I hadn't sort of like, when you just don't clock it, but he every day does an exercise and he says, go into the lizard. And I'd never really I just hadn't paid attention to it at all this morning. And before I did the class, I pulled a spirit animal card, and it was the lizard. And then when he did the exercise and we're doing the warm-up, he said the lizard. And I was like, oh my God, you said that every day. And I've just never paid it. So yesterday when it was saying about the mouse spirit, saying pay attention to the smaller details, and it's so easy to miss them. And so the lizard, I've been literally doing this for like, well, months, and it's just passed me by. I've just never really listened. I just never really listened. And it's number 38, which is the age that I was when I met my twin. And so that's just brilliant. So the lizard, this poor little guy, has been trying to get out to give us a message for months, absolutely months. Every morning I've been going into the lizard and that's brilliant, and not paying attention. So we had to have the mouse yesterday to say listen to the small signs, and then that happened today. So it's brilliant. And if you're new to my channel, then all of the messages are totally interconnected. One goes into the next, because it's all messages that come through from Spirit to help us stay on this path. And if you're on the same, love train as me, then we're all in it together. So the messages will also help you, give you some guidance for your life. Because that's all we're trying to manage, right? Isn't it? Just get through life, basically. So when was the last time you basked in the sun and allowed yourself to daydream, to imagine what might be and who you might become? Lizard spirit appears when you're called to let your imagination flow and dream something new. Inspiration is available to you now if you're willing to slow down. Oh God. Seriously, to slow down and let your eyes close a little, allowing ideas to dance in your head. What might come into being if you were to pursue your dream? How might you grow and expand if you allowed yourself to dare to believe in the impossible, making it possible first in your dreaming mind and then in the world as you co-create with Spirit? Give in to the power of imagination, and soon your dream will become clearer. The steps will reveal themselves, and what was ephemeral will begin to coalesce into form. Dream it and be it. Spirit asks you to dare to dream big. So the lizard, who has been trying to come out every day for must be about 6 months. I've been doing a lizard every day and not paying attention. Okay, so the protection message of the lizard is: have you been allowing your imagination to run amok and dream up a nightmare that seems to have come true? Fear not, for whatever dreaming you did in the past can change today as you dream a new dream. Wake up from the perception that everything is wrong. Lizard spirit asks you to open your eyes and obviously dream a better dream. What would it look like to already have what you desire and be the one you wish to be? How might it feel to work towards creating this new dream as a reality in the world of the senses, drawing it out of the world of dreams and building it into the world of form? Trust in your ability to dream anew and honor it today. Well, isn't that very in keeping with what I was saying about the frustration about and it's just saying keep hold of that dream, keep hold of the vision, take some time in these times when we're on slow motion. It's time to get out a vision board, time to write down a little letter to yourself about what you want your life to be like in 12 months time. If you're writing a letter to yourself in 12 months, what would you want that to be? That's what I'm getting told to do. So, okay. Because one of the things that happened, which I, talk about manifestations and things happening that you would never in a million years would have thought was possible, was I have a little caravan by the sea. I had no idea. I had just been saying I'd really like to have a place by the sea with a sea view. And I had no idea how it was going to happen or what was going to happen or anything. And then completely, the universe transpired to make it happen. My grandparents, transpired to make it happen in the spiritual realms, and things happened and things fell into place, and it was a complete miracle. And Like totally, like it really was. Like if you would just be like, no, that could never happen. And it did. But it happened years after it took, yeah, years. But it came in the end, right? And when I least expected it as well. That's the thing. So, lizard spirit to say, don't, dream the world into being. Have that dream, even though may seem completely like off the scale bonkers. I put in, on a vision board years ago, having a place by the sea, had no expectation of what it was going to be, just wanted a sea view, literally had no idea. And then ding, it happened. And yeah, wild. So those are the sorts of things that for me, because it's lived experience, right? And that's why so much of this spiritual path is lived experience. And you can't really, unless you've lived an experience like that, then of course you get it if someone else tells you something that's so miraculous and you're like, yeah, I totally get that. I totally get that those sorts of things can happen. And just like with this twin flame journey, nothing surprises me anymore because I've had so many amazing stories from people, you know, and that gives me hope and makes me think, yeah, I know that this universe is incredibly, amazingly magical, and things can happen that just blow our minds all the time. And when we tap into that frequency, then that changes things. Already from doing this video, I'm like, I'm so back into it. I'm not feeling frustrated, and I'm in awe of the universe again. And those things, it's lifting and shifting the vibe and actively putting your mind, concentrating in your mind onto the things that are magic. And and then let the magic be open for the magic to come. So 38 is the letter for today. So let's have a look. I want you to know that since the first time I saw you and laid my eyes on you, I knew you set something off in me, like a domino effect that triggered every one of my senses. Like on Home Alone when he's setting up booby traps for the men, trying to protect himself. And that's what I've been doing, trying to hide myself away. Push away the connection because I was afraid of it. Afraid of the feelings it was making me feel. I guess I was frightened of myself. But I know that it has had to happen this way. I had to face up to everything that I've suppressed and pushed down into the deepest parts of me and depths of my soul. But it's all because I'm finding my way back to you again. We are on this journey together. Please know that this is my soul's mission, our soul's mission, to live in love. To live in our hearts, to know that we are love. Look at Barry. He's looking out for the postman. And if the postman goes, he's going to go like batshit. Bat. Transformation. So 38, that I love you. And despite everything that has happened between us, and despite what you might think is happening with me at the moment, that none of that is real. You are my only truth. You are the only one that is worth fighting for. You are the one that has been on my mind and playing with my soul, stirring me up inside and raging round and round my mind. Believe that the only person that I truly want is you. Everyone else is just mindless, frozen moments. There is no feeling, no pleasure, just emptiness. More and more mindless interactions when all I truly want is you. That one always makes me feel sad. So last one, this is from book 3, and it is 38 from book 3. So and the message is, you are so right. It is a beautiful and extraordinary feeling. It's sometimes overwhelming and comes over me in waves of panic, thinking I can never lose you. I can never let this go. I can never let you go. It's so powerful, that feeling of really can't imagine my life not with you in it. It's terrifying, exhilarating, but also liberating. You've taught me that the only way to live is with an open heart, to be free to love me, that it's okay to love me. And when I let myself do that, I can love you with all that I am. You make me the man I want to be. There you go. Amazing. So thank you, because doing this video has totally changed I'm like, yeah, I feel good now. So that's why I know that I'm guided to do these videos, right? Because every day, like, it gives me a reason to get, you know, to flick the switch and be like, yeah, come on, we've got to get back in the game, get back into the vibration, work your energy, focus the mind on following the heart, focus the mind on living with an open heart. You know, every day that's like an intention, right? Intention, where intention goes, energy flows. And we are, you know, here to create the best experience that we can on earth in our life, and we are all just trying to get through life, so the best way we can. So the lizard, after months, literally months, I've been doing a lizard every morning. And it wasn't until this morning that I was like, oh yeah, lizard. So that's why the mouse's brilliant message yesterday saying, listen to the finer details, watch the finer details. What has it in your life been showing up? Has there been an animal that like constantly tries to show up and you have been missing? So look for the finer details, dream big, keep that vision for yourself, and just trust that if you wake up this morning with frustration and that feeling of like, when, it's like they kept showing me the slow motion thing. Just say, it's okay. Slow motion. It's all right. It's like that state of being, you know, just letting it. It's okay. Just know everything's okay. All right, I really hope that helps. If you would like a healing, a reading, a channeling, or to get any of my services, all details will be in the description box against this video. But in the meantime, I hope you stay well, stay bright, stay switched on to the light. See ya. Bye.